revealed tonight on Checkpoint the full cost of the convention centre in Christchurch is going to be about $475 million. The city is one step closer to getting a new stadium, with options on the long-awaited facility finally being revealed. Remember, this is our second largest city in population terms. It's the South Island's largest city, of course, and it's home to the best rugby team in the history of the Super Rugby competition. A government report on a multi-use arena near the central city released today details four options, ranging in cost from $368 million to more than $500 million. But as Maya Bari reports, it's not yet clear how a new stadium would be paid for.
The preferred stadium option highlighted in the report is a $496 million arena with a solid roof and retractable pitch that would have 25,000 permanent seats. The Christchurch City Council's head of parks, Andrew Rutledge, says the design would allow the stadium to host much more than just sports games, such as concerts, exhibitions and other events.
Stadia in the world, or multi-use arenas, are all moving towards retractable natural turf systems. We live in a world at the moment where the predominant users of stadia-type structures are sport, but it doesn't really make it financially sustainable for many cities. They need to get that turf out of the way so that they can host a multitude of events.
Christchurch has been making do with the temporary AMI stadium, which seats 18,000 people, since the 2011 earthquake badly damaged Lancaster Park. Most people RNZ News spoke to in Christchurch were excited by the prospect of a new stadium, but others believed it wasn't a priority for the rebuilding city.
I think we probably need it to bring us into line with other cities around New Zealand to make sure that we're getting our fair share of hosting and then all the tourism and economic benefits that flow off the back of that.
Really important. Brings people into Christchurch and it also brings concerts here as well.
I think we've got better things to spend money on, to be honest. I think investment needs to be made, infrastructure and what have you, but I think there are other things that probably prioritise over a stadium.
I think we should be focusing on getting the city up and running. They've already got a stadium. We've got a cathedral that actually hasn't been fixed yet, and I think it's disgusting.
Yeah, I think it'll just be, aside from rugby, things like concerts and that sort of thing. I think it'll just be better for that sort of event.
I think it'll be a really good idea. People around here will get behind it. We need it, and they should spend as much as they can on it.
The Christchurch Mayor, Leanne Dalzell, says the council has committed $253 million to building a new arena, which could only cover the cost of a modest provincial venue. Ms Dalzell says it's clear the city would get the most versatility and the best financial return from the preferred option, but other funding partners will need to be found.
It'll be up to us to work with central government to look for meeting that funding shortfall, but I won't be going back to the people of Christchurch and asking them to meet that shortfall. We have to look to central government, we have to look to external partners, we have to look to the wider region in order to find that support.
The Canterbury Rugby Union Chair, Trevor McIntyre, says while it is a costly facility, it will help to make Christchurch an international destination. He did not think the rugby union should have to contribute to the stadium's construction, but believed the funds could be raised.
While I appreciate that it's an expensive facility to have in the city, now that we've got some clarity around what it is that the community is saying that we want, we just need to continue to work together to see how we can put it all together financially.
The council and the government have agreed to set up a joint team to examine the four stadium options and prepare a business case. The minister supporting Greater Christchurch Regeneration, Nikki Wagner, says that will be an opportunity to look at who will help contribute to the costs of building the stadium. In Christchurch for Checkpoint, Maya Bari.